I don't want to date a man who don't have a nice looking car. And I know some people gonna grill me for this and say I'm materialistic, but ever since I was 18 years old, I had a foreign car by myself. I paid for it myself. Every car. I like nice things. I like nice cars. I'm a car person. I love a nice car is just it's a 10 for 10 for me. I love cars and I like nice cars. So of course my man have to have a nice car. It don't have to be just the nicest. He don't have to have a Lamborghini. Now if he got a Lamborghini, he winning. But I mean, it's other nice cars out here. But no. What is this? This is a Honda right here. Nothing like this. Now if he got a car like
Is that a Honda?
that, it's a no.
Look like a Corolla. It looked like a Toyota. I don't know.
I'm not getting in that. Won't be caught dead seen in that. This is just it's a hard pass.
We get so caught up on material things, and that's why we can't actually align with people or find anybody that's worthy of anything. And we'll pass up people that got good character, is God fearing, will be a phenomenal father, all of that stuff, for somebody that will drive a nice car. And I'm not saying that it's not cool to have nice things, you know what I'm saying? Because I got a whole lot of nice cars. I got a whole lot of watches. I probably got a $500,000 in watches. I got a bunch of nice cars. I got a 911 that I just got, probably got less than 150 miles on it. I got the new S Class Mercedes. I got a Cayenne. I got a 96 SS Impala. I got the Ford Bronco Raptor. I got a Porsche Taycan. Um, but I'm gonna be honest with you. The two things that I get around the most in, and people in the city, like I just got back to the crib. It's popping on the 4th of July weekend, and everything is awesome. But people will tell you, like, most of the time, people that spot me, I'm actually on my bike. I got an electric bike that allows for me to get around the city really, really efficiently. I stop at the spots. I pull over, lock my bike up because I got a really dope bike lock. I spent a lot of money on my bike because, um, you know, I like to have a nice bike, and if whatever it is that I invest in, I want it to last a long time. I like for it to be the best of the best, and so in this particular instance, I decided to invest in a very nice bike. Now, I'm not going to mention the type of bike it is simply because they didn't pay me for that sponsorship, but it's a very nice bike, and I spent about $2,500 on it. And then the other thing that you'll find me riding around in a lot of times is my Hyundai Tucson. I do, and it's awesome with all of the cars. I mean, I have hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of cars. I'm riding around in a Hyundai Tucson. That's just the facts because it allows for me to be a little bit more low key and conspicuous. It don't draw a whole lot of attention. But when I bought my other cars, like when I bought the 911, I bought it because it's a driver's car. I've been obsessed with 911s. It is literally the greatest performing car, in my opinion, ever. I mean, it's a timeless classic. It holds its value. The only way that I'll ever trade that car in or get rid of that car is if I'm trading it up for a GT3. You know what I'm saying? So eventually, when I get my allocation, I will trade it in for a GT3, and then that's going to be absolutely awesome. I can't wait to spec it. But that's probably 2.5 years out from now. But my point is just that, when you get nice things or when you get a car, when you get a watch, every watch that I've ever gotten, it's a milestone moment for something that I accomplished in my life. And it's not necessarily the stunt. I will admit that it does get you in certain rooms and stuff like that and all of that. But the point is that the stuff is not the thing that'll make you. The watch that I wear the majority of the time is my Apple Watch. And then when I want to go out and I want to chill out and I want to hang out or whatever, I usually put on, either the rose gold Rolex, my sub, which was my first Rolex. I got a all gold presidential. I have, you know, I, I got a whole bunch of watches. I got an Omega Seamaster. That's pretty awesome. I wear that pretty regularly. That's pretty low key that most people don't even know what it is if you're not a watch person. But people that really appreciate watches when they see it, they're like, "Oh man, it's a nice watch or whatever." But my point is that I'm I hang out with everybody. I hang out with everybody, and the things that I value, it depends on the circumstance, but I'm never going to shun somebody and say, "Oh, they're not worthy to be in my presence," or "I wouldn't be caught dead in that thing." Man, as long as it's clean and it get us to and from without any kind of problems, I'm with it, bro. Matter of fact, let's ride with you, or let's go ride our bikes around the city and see what's happening. But all of this extra materialistic thing to judge people is very short-sighted, especially when you're trying to evaluate whether or not you want to rock with people, or even if, in this instance, what she's talking about, and I always like to link back to the content creator, regardless of whether or not I agree with him or not. In this instance, when we're talking about finding somebody, some of the people that I know that have the highest net worth, they do have nice things, but they also, majority of the time, they riding around in a Tahoe, and not even the newest one, the Tahoe that get them around the most. Or, I was thinking about when I get rid of certain cars, what car I want next. And then my chick was like, "Yo, I want to get this," and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'll just take your truck as a result of it." It's the stuff is nice, but it's not supposed to define you. And it's the same thing when it comes to the scripture. It's like, money is not evil, but the love of money is the root of all evil. And so when we start to idolize these things, or we start to define people based off of what it is that they drive, when in reality, it's a whole lot of broke people that's just got a car and they just trying to everything that they can in order to maintain it. And it's some people that got nice cars and they just appreciate the car. And so the stuff is not supposed to define whether or not you actually rock with the person. Now, I know a lot of people that got a lot of money and they just drive regular cars. And then I know a lot of people that got a lot of money that drive nice, really nice cars. So, I just think that we have to be a lot more, we got to look to the inside of what a person is. Sometimes I know people that, because she was like, "Oh, I didn't drove a foreign since I was 18." A foreign could be anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people that ran to the dealership and get a Mercedes, but you get the basic one. You got you know what I'm saying? You got the very, very lowest one just to say you in a foreign. So, I just don't take a lot of this stuff serious. I don't take a lot of these women serious. And I know that, we use this as an example. And again, I'm always going to link back to the content creator in order to make sure that I give them credit, whether I agree with them or not. But we use this as an example in order to illustrate a point. Don't define who people are. And it's funny because I was just looking at a post where a guy was walking around on the street and he asked women, and I think he asked like six different women in this clip, and he said, "Hey, would you rather have a guy that cheats on you that has a whole lot of money, or a guy that is faithful but he don't have a lot of money?" And every single one of them picked the same guy, and I'm pretty sure you guys know what that is. But that just shows you people are willing to do anything for a bag. They're willing to do anything to impress people that don't care nothing about them. And when you drive by and they say, "Oh, that's a nice car," they not gonna remember you, and it ain't gonna mean anything. And so I think it's okay for people to have preferences and standards, but I don't think that's supposed to be the thing that defines them. But hey, what do I know? I'm we so superficial. We're so superficial, and they not defining it by good character. They're not even defining it by the things that add value into your life as far as appreciating over a period of time. Foreign, really? Like, I know some domestic cars that's better than some of the foreign cars that y'all think that's so valuable. I don't even know which ones to buy in order to get the tax write-offs or how to do it. We're not having the right kind of conversations. I don't know, man. Make sure y'all get that Teach Henley 40% off your first order plus 20% off of life. That link is in the description, sponsoring this video. And then also on top of that, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. I'm curious. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Do you think that it's okay for a woman to have these level of standards and think that they're going to find what they're looking for as far as a valuable person? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.